Taking a look back at the 2021 February winter storm 1 year ago today. In fact, many Texans in the dark, many in the cold.
Millions were without power after leaders of the state power grid issued rolling blackouts to try to conserve energy. Today, Texas politicians are still assessing what changes are needed to make sure this type of disaster doesn't happen again.
Texans died because of a failure in government. We had an opportunity to fix this and make it right. And while we made some improvements to the grid and required the power companies to weatherize, we did not require the same for the gas that feeds the power companies. Gas got a pass.
Now, chances are you've heard different numbers when it comes to those who died as a result of last year's winter storm.
Yeah, last month, the state released its final report, putting the death toll at 246 people. But some news articles and politicians say more than 700 people died.
So which is right? KVUE's Proffer explains.
You can analyze data in different ways and come to different outcomes. Data analysis usually has some sort of limitations, and understanding those limitations can help you understand the results. So when it comes to last year's winter storm, you can see different death totals. The Texas Department of State Health Services reports 246 people died in the storm. Online news outlet BuzzFeed reports it's between 426 and 978, and their best estimate is 702 people were killed. So why the difference? Well, the state used mortality surveillance forms, death certificates, and verified informally reported deaths. The death certificates could have said different versions of February 2021 winter storm or winter storm Uri. The state also searched for misspellings and abbreviated terms like Feb 2021. Researchers also looked for things like icy, freezing, weather, and searched for hypothermia, fire-related injuries, or carbon monoxide poisoning. These are all physical documents, things they can see, things they can confirm. BuzzFeed used a different approach. Their website shows they pulled weekly death counts from CDC dating back to 2014. They used that data to estimate how many people would have died without the storm. Then they plotted deaths, accounted for anomalies. They looked at estimated excess deaths from other states and compared that to the Texas numbers. They compared deaths during the storm against other natural disasters, and their results were reviewed by experts from 3 different universities. And we see things like this with other reports. The census is counted once every 10 years. The numbers between the census dates are limited to surveys. But no matter which numbers you use measuring the deaths from the winter storm, one thing is clear, and we can all agree. Even one person dying is too many. In Austin, I'm Proffer.
Erica, thank you. KVUE taking a look back at what happened last February and what's changed since. You can now watch the full 30-minute KVUE Defender special report after the freeze at KVUE.com and on the KVUE YouTube channel.